Winter settles softly over Bridgewater, dusting rooftops, frosted windows, and the quiet bends of the LaHave River. But something is missing, something children wait for all year: snow. At the MARC Hill, the slopes lie bare and green, and the townsfolk begin to worry. Will the Christmas Toboggan Races be canceled? Inside the Little Sparrow shop, tiny bells rustle as Little Sparrow flutters to the window, watching families talk in hopeful whispers. Then word spreads through town like a burst of winter magic. 2 giant snowmaking machines are arriving from the ski hill up north. "Hip, hip, hooray!" chirps Little Sparrow, his wings trembling with excitement. The race will happen after all. Across town, Ed and his sister Janice polish their brand new Z9000 sled, dreaming of speed, teamwork, and the $25 prize that might become Christmas gifts for Mom and Dad. But Christmas has a way of surprising even the best laid plans. This is The Little Sparrow and the Christmas Toboggan Race. Bridgewater was ready for toboggan season at the MARC Hill, except there was no snow at all. Then the town borrowed 2 giant snowmaking machines, and suddenly the Christmas Toboggan Races were back on. "Hip, hip, hooray!" cheers Little Sparrow. Ed and his sister Janice could hardly stand still. With their brand new Z9000 sled, they were sure they'd win the $25 prize. Plenty for Christmas gifts. They whispered plans and practiced race poses all day long. On race morning, Ed and Janice bundled up and grabbed the Z9000. But just as they opened the door, Mom called, "Take the twins with you!" She tucked little Philip and Stephen into the pull-along sled. Ed and Janice exchanged the look, but nodded. They knew better. On the walk to the MARC Hill, Ed leaned close to Janice. "When I lean right, you lean right. When I lean left, you lean left. That's how we zip past the bumps." Little Sparrow fluttered above them, chirping, "Speed and teamwork, that's the winning way." They reached the hill early. Ed and Janice parked the twins safely at the top, snug in their little sled. Then they raced down the snowy slope in the Z9000, swerving and swooshing. "Nothing can beat us," Janice laughed. The racers lined up at the start. "Ready, set, go!" In the excitement, someone bumped the twins' sled, and off it went. Philip held the handle tight. Stephen squeaked. Down the hill they zoomed like tiny rockets. A bump ahead. Philip leaned left. Stephen leaned left too. Another bump. Right, right! They zigged and zagged so smoothly that the Z9000 riders gasped. Are they winning?" Ed cried, racing after them. The crowd cheered as the twins flashed past. Philip grinned. Stephen hollered with joy. Little Sparrow swooped beside them, chirping, "Keep going, little racers!" "You've got this!" The twins crossed the finish line first. Ed and Janice arrived seconds later, shocked, breathless, and very proud. "You guys did it!" Ed laughed as the judge handed over the $25 prize. Philip and Stephen placed the prize money in Ed's mittened hand. "For presents," Philip said. "From all of us," Stephen added. Little Sparrow perched on the Z9000 and twirled in the cold winter air. "A perfect Christmas win," he chirped. The Little Sparrow and the Christmas Toboggan Race was written by Sparrow and Stephen Noseworthy in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, where winter winds sparkle across the MARC Hill, and even the smallest racers can make the biggest memories. Illustrations imagined by Sparrow, narration by 1111 Labs, video production by Canva. For every child who has ever held on tight, believed in teamwork, or found courage in a snowy moment, may your heart race with joy, and your Christmas be filled with wonder. The end. But every sled that soars with laughter is the beginning of another story. Thanks for watching today's adventure with the Little Sparrow Stories. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and helps us keep sharing magical tales from Nova Scotia and beyond. And while you're there, tap the little bell so you'll know when Sparrow takes flight again next Saturday.